Right, welcome back to the show, guys. We have a bit of unity and a tiny bit of victory on the political right, on the small c conservative side of the political spectrum. Richard Tice, the leader of Reform UK, is backing, support, and praising Liz Truss's energy policies, and this is actually a good sign because, on the one hand, he's got his own party to deal with, and of course, to further the agenda. But he's trying to be sensible. And if a Tory politician does something right, he would praise them. And this is good. Richard Tice tweeted saying, "There's a fantastic support at the Tory hustings for our shale gas treasure by Liz Truss and the Tory audience. The eco-zealots are on the back foot." This is the video that he was referring to.
That's also important. But what I want to do is have more incentives for the oil and gas companies to use resources in the North Sea, to exploit more gas. I want us to frack in parts of the country where there's local support, so that we can get the energy security we need. And also,
absolutely spot on, Liz Truss. There, this is the short version of the clip that we had. The rest of the sentence was she was also talking about nuclear. She was talking about this push that a lot of us have been trying to do for the past few years. I remember, even 2-3 years ago, 5 years ago, we were called crazies and nutters for even mentioning the N word, the nuclear word, because they were saying, well, look at the history. Well, things have changed. You can go with the technology that we have. You could make a smaller, cheaper, more affordable, and safer plants around the country, which will be easier and faster to build. You don't have to wait 10 years to do. I mean, Boris Johnson has already introduced a policy to build one every year. So I hope that obviously Liz Truss wants to continue that and accelerate the plans. One is that. The other good thing that Liz Truss is doing is resisting the net zero taxes and bureaucracy and red tape that's going to be on top of everything on our everyday life and smaller businesses, medium-sized businesses. She's fighting against that too. Again, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll wait for her to be in government as Prime Minister and actually implement it first before I actually praise. Because, we've been let down in the past many times. But she's clearly saying all the right things because, as we said earlier, the first video of the day, last night during her leadership election speech to the Tory audience, some eco-warriors and militants infiltrated the event and crashed the stage. So clearly they're scared of her. So that's good news. And they really don't care about the environment, the climate. They really don't care. It's simply about their wider agenda. That's always the case. Now, when you have green lobbies and big money behind these campaigns and these activists, it makes you think, who's in charge and why are you doing what you're doing? We have to expose it because nobody else is doing it. So that's why we exist, and that's why we have built our new movement, Build Back Britain, to fight against globalism and all this nonsensical stuff that's completely destroying not just national sovereignty and democracies, but common sense policies that used to be around for about 10 minutes in the West. Now, you could get your t-shirts and also there are other products as well in the description. All the proceeds, by the way, it's not going to me. It's going towards our new grassroots campaign, which is called Build Back Britain. And we're going to go around the country, do events, and start a movement that could last at least longer than me, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But this is the agenda that I have, and that's the plan that I have for the next few years. So we're going to build this from the ground up, and hopefully we will fight back against nonsensical establishment elitist types. We'll see how it goes. But thanks again, guys, for all the support. Thanks for all the comments and everything else. Share the video, subscribe, click on the bell next to it. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.